It's time now for the Pair Channel 5 o'clock news on this Sunday evening, August 2nd, 2015. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins. I your 5 o'clock news headlines here on this Sunday evening here, and our tops are here at 5 o'clock on the Sunday evening here. Is Donald Trump's campaign fired a staffer on Sunday first? What it said were racially offensive Facebook posts. Effective immediately, Sam Nunberg, a low-level political advisor, is no longer associated with the Donald Trump for president campaign. A massive wildfire west of Sacramento, California, spreading 47,000 acres Sunday, up from 27,000 acres the previous evening, as a rocky fire in the lake of Colosa and Yolo counties was just 5% contained early Sunday afternoon, California spokesman said. Donald Trump also jabs GOPers at Cook Brothers retreat. An advisor close to Joe Biden said Sunday that the vice president 9% in for a 2016 presidential run, according to a new report. Malaysia is asking other Indian and Northern Islands near French-owned Reunion Island to be on the lookout for more possible debris after a wing part suspected of being missing flight MH370 came ashore. A person in interest was taken into custody Sunday as part of an intense manhunt after a tragedy struck the Memphis Police Department for the third time in less than 5 years. 2 Turkish soldiers have been killed and 31 wounded in a suicide attack by Kurdish PKK militants, the Turkish military said. A tractor laden with explosive was driven in a military police station, a statement said. Jerusalem. Israeli leaders proposed harsh new measures to curb Jewish tourism on Sunday, following a wave of extremist violence that left Israeli and Palestinian children dead in the knife and arson attacks. A young photographer fled the state of Veracruz in his fear of his life to seek security in Mexico City on Sunday. His fellow journalists mourned the loss of Ruben Espinosa, shot to death 2 days earlier in a middle-class neighborhood in the capital. In Doha, Qatar, U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry is in Qatar talks with Arab officials whose countries are worrying that a nuclear deal world powers have struck with Iran. 5 people are in critical condition after a crash involving a limousine and 2 other cars in Southern California. Deputies with the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department say initial information indicates the limo ran a red light. A man stranded 44 miles up the Jersey Shore was finally rescued after treading water for 4 hours as the U.S. Coast Guard released the footage of an unidentified 45-year-old man being lifted onto a medical helicopter early Sunday morning. Meredith Jesse and her grandfather, Mark Wiggins, were found dead. Police said as Cheyenne Jesse's 6-year-old daughter, 50-year-old father, had been seen for 13 days in Polk County, Florida. The next day, they were murdered. About almost 40 years after being kidnapped, along with 25 of her children, as Jody Hefton Medrona reflected on that life-changing event. Calm, New Hampshire. Plenty of electricity sources around Quebec rivers and reservoirs, promising relief for U.S. Northeasterners who pay the nation's highest power costs. Berlin French Finance Minister Michael Sapin has criticized the German counterpart Wolfgang Schäuble for suggesting that Greece could temporarily leave the Eurozone, but said that the French-German relationship is not broken. In Los Angeles, the 6th BBI for Avon Hunt and his team in Mission Impossible Rogue Nation, but it was hardly impossible for the Tom Cruise pick to conquer the box office. There are few radiation effects suffered physically by people struck by a nuclear accident. Instead, below this is the biggest risk. Okay, take a look at New England alerts here at 5:03. Grammy Connecticut, Enders Falls, fire department responded to falls for a party over the falls that struck between the levels. Patient is reportedly conscious and no injuries and may request from surrounding towns for manpower. Here, Channel News on 5:03, and it is time now for a Trevor report on this Sunday evening here. And it's looking good in the Ocean State, except for a few spots in Rhode Island that are slow. 130 in the westbound side, so for Route 1A in Narragansett, all the way up to Route 1 in North Kingstown here. We got an accident on 130 in the eastbound side of Newport on East Main Road, so expect some delays here. 295, we got an accident in Cumberland here. Between exits 10 and 11, so expect some delays here. Route 495 in the northbound side, a little slow for the Bellingham stretch here. Out in the Cape, Route 6 in the westbound side, so from Barnstable down to Center to an accident on Route 6 in the westbound side here. After Route 149 in Barnstable, so expect some delays here. 195 in the westbound side, get an accident inside the Fall River Tunnel here. 495 in the northbound side, a little slow for the Millborough stretch around Route 20 and 18 and Route 44 here. Mass Pike Interchange with 185 in West Bristol also. Out in Central Massachusetts, Mass Pike in the eastbound side, so from Brentford all the way out to Charlton via I-84 in Service, Mass Pike westbound, so from Auburn to I-84 in Service, and Exeter, Mass Pike in the westbound side in Charlton there. Mass Pike in the eastbound side, also before Route 120 in Weston here. Mass Pike in the westbound side, so before the Austin Brighton tolls. Mass Pike in the eastbound side, so from Southeast Expressway to Logan Airport in Boston. Mass Pike westbound, so from Logan Airport to South Boston here. 93 in the northbound side, also from Mass Ave all the way to downtown Boston here. Southeast Expressway in the southbound side, slow around Morrissey Boulevard and Dorchester here. Route 2 in the eastbound side, a little slow from Route 16 in Belmont to Fresh Pond Parkway in Cambridge here. 120 in the southbound side, so from Beverly all the way up to Route 93 in the Red here. Route 3 in the southbound side, so from Tingsboro all the way up to Route 40 in Chelmsford, doing an excellent Route 3 in the southbound side before Route 40 in Chelmsford there. Up in New Hampshire, look at the backups here. 95 in the southbound side, beginning in the main turnpike New York, gets backed up. And also stop and go throughout New Hampshire, 95 from Portsmouth to Hampton here. And 95 in the southbound side, also before Route 495 in Amesbury. So expect the delays around 95 on the main New Hampshire, main seacoast, New Hampshire, and northeastern Massachusetts here. Main turnpike in the northbound side, also around the York Toll Plaza here. 93 in the southbound side, also after Route 293 in Manchester, New Hampshire, and then hit brakes again from 102 in Londonderry through there here. I-89 in the southbound side, slow before Route 93 in Concord, New Hampshire here. 93 in the southbound side, slow from Route 4 to in Concord, New Hampshire through the Concord, New Hampshire area before Route 89 here. Alright, looking at the MBTA alerts here, 506 here. Ferries are looking good here on the subway. So on this one in Spencer Mountain delays due to traffic here. On the Cabiri Rail, it is looking good. Peter Chell News time, 5:06 p.m. on this Sunday evening here, and it is time to have a weather report here. Mostly clear skies lower at 63 degrees, southward about 6 miles an hour. Monday, clear skies going to cover mostly sunny skies, how about 80 degrees, southward about 5 to 11 miles an hour with gusts as high as 22 miles an hour. Monday night, chance of showers. Thunderstorms may after 3 a.m. Some storms could be severe with hail and gusty winds. Patchy wild gusts at 4 a.m. wise. Increase the clouds lower at 70 degrees, southward about 7 to 9 miles by chance speed to 30%. Tuesday, chance of showers. Thunderstorms before 9 p.m. 9 a.m. wise. Cloud skies are gradually compared with most sunny skies. How about 80 degrees? Southwest for about 8 to 13 miles by chance speed is 50%. New rain from mountain to 10:40 to 6 miles possible thunderstorms. Tonight, slight chance of showers before 9 p.m. Parts of Sky low at 64 degrees. West for about 3 to 7 miles by chance speed to 20%. Wednesday, most of the parts of Sky midday, what about 60 degrees? Thursday, parts of the most skies. How about 70 about 60 degrees? Friday, chance of showers to noon. Parts of the most skies. About 70 about 60 degrees. Chance speed to 30%. Saturday, chance of showers. Parts of most skies. About 76 about 60 degrees. Chance speed to 30%. And for Sunday, parts of Sky. How about 77 degrees? Not temperature at 5:08 p.m. Sunday at 84 degrees. Now 85 degrees with humidity at 39%. That is great for the Peter Channel. Evening news on this 5 o'clock report on this Sunday evening, August 2nd, 2015. Please have a good evening. I'll see you at 11 o'clock for a late night report. Have a good evening.